Hello, everybody. Oh my gosh, we're here at last. You would not believe what I've been through to get here. Oh my gosh. Oh, so good to be here, ready to watch some Doctor Who, ready to relax with all of you. Good to see you all here. Boba Tennant, Oh My Dinosaur, Banjo Kazooie 59, OJW, Who's Books. Glad to see you all here. Oh, it's good to relax. We're here today to watch the Robots of Death. Hashtag don't throw hands. You may be able to find this on BritBox if you don't have it on VHS tape, DVD, or if you're lucky enough to have it on Blu-ray. Hello to James Lamont and to Pear Crazy 123. Welcome. All right. Says oh my gosh, this is so cool. This is so much fun. Banjo Kazooie 59 says, "Who here has the new Whoseum app?" Yes, that launched today. I was up until 3:30 last night getting that video out. Oh my gosh, it was the hardest video I've ever had to film because we had to finish the app and so many things were just going wrong technologically and getting those tutorials up and filmed with, oh my gosh, but I'm so glad to be here. And oh my gosh, Paracrazy123 says, I was like, finally a way to keep track of my DVDs. I know, right? I'm so excited. How many downloads are we up to? 115 downloads for the Region 2 app and 43 for the Region 1 app. So that's over 150 downloads just today. That's amazing. Sir Meowsalot89. Hello, Alex P. Please don't throw hands at me. Nope, it's hashtag don't throw hands. Oh my gosh, Patrick Sherwood says, hello, Alex. I hope that you and your family are doing well in these uncertain times. Thank you so much. We are. Thank you. Can't complain. Patrick Sherwood, I hope that you and your family and everybody watching, hope you're all okay. Whose book says, Alex, have you seen the new leaked B&M sets? Which is your favorite? I have. I have seen them. I hope that they're still a thing. I love the second Doctor in TARDIS. And, the Companions of the Fourth Doctor. My gosh, that was amazing. Was it Sarah Jane? And was it Leela and Romana, or both Romanas? I know there was a Lala Ward. I figure Gary Contois, yes, two thumbs up. So excited. We'll start this in 5 minutes, quarter till. We'll hit play all on Robots of Death. You guys have waited long enough. Here's Robots of Death Special Edition. I'm so excited to watch this with all of you. Hello to Hannah from My Love for Doctor Who and Dan Johnson. Welcome all. Dan Johnson says, I've got the app. It's great. I haven't added everything yet. No worries. That's so amazing. I'm so excited about it. If you haven't downloaded the app, you got to check it out. Watch the latest video. I'm sure one of the mods can link it in the description. Watch the latest video. That'll tell you how to download the app. But I am so excited. Whoseum is a thing. It's out. Oh my gosh. Both Romanas, Oh My Dinosaur said, right. Sarah and both Romanas, Paracrazy123 says, and a unit set with Benton and Yates, right? All right, and it's so excited to be here. Rebel of Time, welcome. How are you? I'm not able to. I am not able to watch the story, but can you not spoil? So I'm pre-ordering my Region 4 Season 14 Blu-ray. Oof, I will. We'll try. Normally, we keep a commentary going in the chat, so I'd say definitely avoid the chat, and I'll try not to give away major plot points. But no promises. No promises. Who has the season 14 Blu-ray here? Hello, Adam Tabloid Fishwick. Welcome. We're just talking about the Whoseum Region 2 app. There it is. You can see all the latest Doctor Who releases. Mark which ones are in your collection. It's out. It's out. Check out the latest video. I just love that, speaking of companions, you can sort by companion. And that's so cool too. Look at that. I even threw Jago and Lightfoot in there. And Sabalom Glyphs. Yes, thank you to Banjo Kazooie 59 Patrick Sherwoods for linking to the latest video that'll tell you how you can download this set. We're going to start at 7:45 BST, 2:45 p.m. We're going to hit play all. Just crank right through this. My sister is coming home today from from college. She's finished up her semester there, her year there, and she's coming back home today. So we were just cleaning out part of the house for her to quarantine in after being in some after traveling. So yeah, it's that kept us busy. Dan Johnson says season 14 crew, nice. Paragrazy123 says, I don't know, I was putting my collection up. I don't know how, but I completely missed out. Pat, oh no! Adam Tyler Fishwick says, fantastic. Luke Cullip says, has it started? No, not yet. We will be starting in 3 minutes. Quarter till. Banjo Kazooie 59 says, sadly, I missed the Blu ray. Oh no, have you checked Amazon Spain? Amazon.es. So I will be watching on my VHS purchase from a charity shop about 2 years ago. Nice. Love a good Doctor Who VHS. I'm watching on my Robots of Death Special Edition. Surrealsalad89 says, right, same here. Since Region 1 doesn't have the Blu-ray out yet, right? Love Leela, top 5 companions of all time, in my opinion. Oh my gosh, she's amazing. She really is. And OJW says, I'm using my 2000 copy because it brings back memories of when my dad got it for me. And I was like, what is this Doctor Who? That's amazing. That's so amazing. Oh, I love it. I love it. Ben and Polly, what's up? How are you? Good to see you. Adam Tyler Fishwick, hello. Is there any hope for VHS tapes being added to the Whoseum app? The thing about the Whoseum app is the program that I use to build the app, it has a free version, which is what I'm using, and a pro version. And instead of limiting well, they do limit some of the features to the pro version, but if you have the free version, it only allows you a certain number of rows of data, only 500 rows of data. That sounds like a lot, but for the UK app, we're at 386. So to have to add in essentially another 150 VHSs, that would take up all the remaining rows of data, and then we couldn't update the app later. So I'm going to have to wait until the app, to go pro it's a monthly cost. So I'd have to wait until the app through like the Amazon affiliate links that are just a part of the app, if those start bringing in enough income, or if we get enough support for the app on, maybe if we started a Patreon or something for it, and if the app could cover the cost of going pro, then we could have it all in one app, which would be great. Now, making an app separate for VHS tapes, that could be a thing. That's just a matter of filling in loads and loads of data. It's called Whoseum. The app is called Whoseum. It is out. You can watch the latest video on the channel to figure out how to download it. Currently has the DVDs and Blu-rays for Region 2, and there's also a Region 1 version of the app as well. It's gonna be awesome. Boba Ten says, "Will you add new Who to the Whoseum?" Oh, it's 2:45. All right, get ready to press play. Play all in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Here we go. Some Fourth Doctor and Leela. I need this right now. It's hot. It's hot where I am right now. All right. So, as for the question about will we add new Who to the Whoseum, I would love to. Again, it's about that limit on the size of the what the free version of the Glide program will allow me to do. So if we get enough support for the app and enough people want it, I could definitely make a separate app for the new Who stuff. That might include, since there's less New Who, that might include New Who for Region 1 and 2 all in one app. That would be cool. But yeah, Whoseum, I'm so excited. So excited. All right, we've started. We are 1 minute into this brilliant, brilliant story. Oh, my dinosaur says, before lockdown, I used to go into HMV and put all their Doctor Who into the right order. I would do that at Barnes& and Noble all the time. One time, a manager told me to stop, which I still clearly I'm over it now, but I couldn't understand why. Like, I'm putting them in order. Also, the Region 1 DVDs, I understand in the UK if DVDs get out of order, but I only a year or two ago found out that the UK DVDs don't have the numbering on the back. In the US, every DVD has a story number. So that even if you don't have all the episodes memorized, you can check. And anybody could put them in order. So I just thought it was weird that there was no, that they weren't, that they would ever get out of order, because you could just look at the numbers on the back. Dan Johnson says, I enjoy sorting my shelf out as well. Done it so many times over the last few weeks. Does BBC iPlayer count as owning New Who? Because I have a BBC account for it, so... Paracrazy123, interesting question. What do you guys think? If you haven't paid for something, can you own it? Well, you can be given something for free. Dalek Zach Potter says, you are awesome. You are awesome, Dalek Zach Potter. Thank you so much for joining the live stream. This story is so great. I really, really do love it. It's a proper base under siege. murder mystery, robophobia. It's just got so much going for it. Banjo Kazooie 59 says, I didn't know that in the US there was a story number before. We learn something new every day, right? Right? It's one of the few ways the Region 1 releases are superior. Only one of the very few. Uh, I just the Rebel Times says I download Museum on Region 2 and it helps highlighting all the DVDs and Blu-rays I have so far and highlighted season 14 on Blu-ray since I'm getting it. Nice, 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 nice. I'm so glad. Adam Tyler Fishbook says Uncle Paul told me he enjoyed the monthly range. Nice, nice. Benapali says yes, you are paying a TV license. Lol. Oh yeah. Are you the Benapali from the virtual Doctor Who pub quiz? Because if so, that's awesome. And if you're not, that's also awesome. Great name, great name. Pear Crazy 123 says, how do I put it in order, either companion or year? You can go and see each companion section. You can go to the sort by companion section and pick a companion. Let's do Romana the second there. And then you see all of that companion's releases, latest to earliest. And then if you want to go by year, you click on the three buttons right there, the three bars, and then you click on sort by release year down here. Then you click on whatever year you want, and you can see all those releases from earliest to latest. Yes, I am, and it probably says nice, well done. That quiz is so much fun. Oh my gosh, such hard questions, so many like knowledgeable fans. Banjo Kazooie 59 says I'm still having trouble with Zavi in my season 12 re-release. At some point, I'm just going to have to ask for a refund. Yeah, if it hasn't come by now, I would look into a refund. Boba Tennis says, by the way, I finished up Partners in Crime on Wednesday, so I'm all ready for the fires of Pompeii tomorrow. Nice, nice, well done. OJW says I literally have 40 ways of ordering my DVDs. Nice. I think once I've always wanted to do it alphabetically, and I think I started at one point, but I've never finished it. That's terrible, Banjo Kazooie 59. Dan Jones says, right? Ben and Polly says it was totally crazy, but I loved it. Are you in for next week's quiz? There are only a few spots left. Whose book says, who's got the cash ready for the new B&M sets? I got about 150 pounds ready. So excited. Wow, nice. I'm never like, I never have money saved up for uh, Doctor Who DVD releases. I always seem, or any Doctor Who merchandise, I always seem to be behind. But well done, well done. I ordered it on the 9th of February, Banjo Kazooie 59 says. Oh, yeah, it's been a long time. That's not, that's, I'd be very surprised if that was coming at this point. Ben and Polly says, yes, I am. I got in there quick. Nice, nice. I did as well. So it's a lot of fun. OJW says, I couldn't take part in the quiz because my weekly target is 50 words by every Wednesday, and sadly I need about 7,000 more this week when I arrange my plan. Oh gosh, wow, good for you. 50,000 words. That's a lot. Patrick Sherwood says, I'm always in the quiz, right? Right? Always there. So lovely. So lovely to see you there. Whose book says, have you seen Emily Cook's announcement for May 23rd? The An Adventure in Space and Time watch through? Or no. Oh right. The hint at with all those doctors, that picture with all those doctors. I know she hinted that something was coming. Yeah, it's okay, yeah. So just a lot of doctors, all beautifully arranged in some artwork, and it says coming soon for May 23rd, 2020. Boba Tendon says, I wish B&M sets would release in Canada. They are so much money on eBay. I know. Oh, I know. Every time I look at those sets and I'm like, oh, that would be nice. I'm like, oh, trying to collect them would be so expensive. Banjo Kazooie 59 says, is anyone here entering the Paul Spragg writing competition? I'm not much of a writer, but I'm wondering if anyone else here is. I was going to say OJW, and OJW replies, oh, yeah, I meant to ask you, how do I find it? Because I have ideas. Yeah, I'll post a link to the Paul Spragg competition. If any of the mods can get that Paul Spragg um, writers competition up, then that would be great. I know they sent out an email about it, or maybe it was only on Twitter. One of the costumes for the crew members, I think, is Romana's regeneration in Destiny of the Daleks. Oh, that's hilarious! I never noticed. Just look at the Big Finish website in the news section. Okay. Paracrazy123 says, I wish I knew how to do the virtual pubs quiz, but I don't know how. You just message them on Twitter. I will post their Twitter in the link down below and ask to be in the next quiz. And even if you don't get in for 1 week, you can ask and be put in the next quiz. All right, Banjo Kazooie 59 got the Big Finish Paul Spragg short trip competition up there. Patrick Stewart says, well, May 23rd is my birthday. I'm going to be 22. Nice. And I was same age as me. And I will be watching An Adventure in Space and Time with you in your live stream. Nice. Yes. On May 23rd, we'll be watching An Adventure in Space and Time. Sacha Darwin and Mark Gatiss. Gaddis? Mark Gatiss will be live tweeting along with the event, which will be really, really fun. So it's not an official Lockdown Who event, but it was tweeted out by Emily Cook. So I'm pretty confident that there's not a competing live stream by at Lockdown Who. So hopefully we won't. We haven't just double booked ourselves there. But happy early birthday, Patrick Sherwood. In case I forget, message during the live stream. And oh my gosh, you'll be taking time off your birthday to join the live stream? That just registered with me now. You don't have to do that. That's so amazing. If I forget, let us know it's your birthday, and we can all wish you a happy birthday. Boba Tennis says, I would love to join you guys on May 23rd, but it's my mother's birthday, and we have some things planned already. That's fair. That's fair, Boba Tennant. No worries. No worries. Awesome. Thank you, Patrick Sherwood, for sharing the writers' competition for Big Finish. And Banjo Kazooie 59. Here's the virtual pub quiz Twitter. OJW says, I have a new Who challenge from the new series. Select your favorite episode 1, 2, 3, etc., all the way to 13 from your best series and form your best series marathon. You can also do the worst if you want. That's a good idea. Oh, that's a good idea. I'm not going to do it now because I need to have a proper think about that, but make a note of that. Patrick Short says, thank you. You're very welcome. Paracrazy123 says, okay, I've asked them, fingers crossed. Yeah. I don't know if you'll be able to get in this week because they posted today, I think, that the slots were they were running out of space for this week's quiz, but you'll probably definitely get in for next week's quiz. Rebel of Time says, I have a resolution rewatch happening on Friday, 7 p.m. BST, the 22nd of May. Hashtag final warning. So if you can make it to that, check it out. Banjo Kazooie 59 says, didn't the Who Addicts or Ace Creeper do the best and worst possible series idea? It's something that people have done before, but I've never done it on the channel before. tomorrow we've got the Fires of Pompeii Volcano Day watch through, so I'm excited about that. All right, we're up to 45 downloads on the Region 1 app and 116 on the Region 2 app. Over 160 now. Hello, welcome. I'm not sure how to pronounce your name and I don't want to butcher it, but welcome. You just joined and said hello. Glad to be here. Glad to have you here. I'm glad to be here as well. OJW says I could do my worst series. I don't think I can take the Idiot's Lantern, hence why I gave my cousin Series 2 Volume 3 all those years ago. Oh my gosh. Paracrazy 123. I hope that you'll get in there. I'll be there for this week for sure, and I always try and get in as soon as possible and be in. I want to be in every one possible. That's why I didn't do the Girl in the Fireplace live watch along because the quiz was happening right before then. Certainly has a lot. These outfits are great, by the way. I love I love pool. I love Layla. Layla's brilliant. I think the Boba Tennant says the pilot, 1, 2, The Fires of Pompeii, 3, School Reunion, 4, Gridlock, 5, Fugitive of the Jadoon, 6, Dalek, 7, Kerblam, 8, Silence in the Library, 9, Force of the Dead, 10, Midnight, 11, Army of Ghosts, and then I'm assuming we'll get 12 and 13 later. Magic Kazoo 59 says, can we do the best and worst series for Classic Who? Take your favorite story from each season and make a 26 story season. Ooh, wow. That's a good idea. So, oh, best story from each season. Oh, my dinosaur says, I think it's pronounced Guillaume. Okay, it's a French version of William. Well, welcome, Guillaume, to the stream. I hope I'm pronouncing your name correctly. I'll be there too, Ben and Polly says, and Patrick Sherwood, of course. Yeah, it'll be so fun to see you all. Alex, what do you think of Leela in this episode? Patrick Sherwood says, I love it. Very, very primitive at this point, but I mean, I think she's absolutely brilliant. I love this story so much. The set is beautiful. The costumes are lovely and a little bit over the top, but I absolutely love it. Enjoy your brownie, Banjo Kazoo 59. That's awesome. I love her in this episode. Patrick Stewart says, "Yeah, it's Leela robots. I love. If I had to pick between robots and Talents of Wang Chiang, even though I know this is a very unpopular opinion, I would pick robots to death every time. Maybe I just haven't watched Talons recently enough, but that's definitely the I prefer. I just love robots. Boba Tennant says, "Yeah, the girl in blue is the one used for Romano's regeneration." Ooh, I'll keep an eye out for that. These model shots are adorable. Wow, these robots just look so cool. Have they? It was Talons that had the updated effects for season 14, right? Banjo Kazooie 59. I would pick robots over Talons as well. Nice, nice. All right, guys, if you had to pick your favorite story from each classic season of Doctor Who, what would it be? What would it be? OJW says the grandmas of Wang Jiaying needs a feature trailer. Right? Right? Even though there are a lot of great episodes in season 14, and the Deadly Assassin would be hard to not pick, it would be robots for me. Which I know is crazy to leave Deadly Assassin out there, but it would be robots for me. Let's see. Favorite story from each classic season. This is going to be hard, but we'll try it anyway. Let's see. Ooh. It's between Keys of Marinus, Marco Polo, and the Daleks. It's between the Daleks and Keys. I feel like I've got to go Daleks. I feel like I've got to go for the Daleks, even though Keys of Marinus, man. So Daleks for the first season. Dalek invasion of Earth over the chase. Oh, that's tough. But I think we got to go Dalek invasion of Earth. Oof. I might decide against that, but we'll do Dalek invasion of Earth. The Daleks master plan for season 3, without a doubt. Season 4. Oof. The moon base. I'm just passing over Power of the Daleks, 10th planet. I'm just moon base. Oh, that's. I might regret that. Tomb of the Cybermen. Oh, the enemy of the world, though. Tomb. It's got to be Tomb, doesn't it? Oh, season 6. Got to be the War Games, even though the invasion, but it's got to be the War Games. Oof. Inferno for season 7. I think. And for me, I'd say, oof. I'd rather pick an extra story from season 7 rather than pick one from season 8. Season 8. I think I'd do Terror of the Autons for season 8. Sea Devils for season 9. The Three Doctors. Oh, but Green Death. Three Doctors. Oh, it feels bad to leave the Green Death behind. And then, ooh, Death to the Daleks. Death to the Daleks. Then Genesis, Terror of the Zygons, Robots of Death, Horror of Fang Rock, The Ribos Operation, hands down, City of Death, and Logopolis. So that's up to the Fourth Doctor. Grandma's a Wing Chang needs a feature trailer. That's great. Hopefully the next rewatch after Fires of Pompeii will be a Whitaker story, whose book says. That would be awesome. I'm ready for that. But with says I don't have enough space for all 26 in one message, so I'll do it in 2. Awesome. Whose book says An Unearthly Child? See, An Unearthly Child Part 1, I understand. And if I could combine it with the Daleks, like the Target novelization does, then I would do that. But, yeah, I went with Daleks. But that's way too difficult, Ben apologies. Right? You get a season like 10, and you're like, how do I pick between the Green Death and the Three Doctors? Or leave the chase behind in season 2? Just so hard. Interestingly, for Tom Baker, it becomes easier for me because they're just. When I love a Tom Baker story, I absolutely love it. Although picking the Sunmakers for season 15, but I love Horror of Fang Rock. It's so hard. I could do 2 per season. I could do 2. Oh, my dinosaurs is the only thing I'd update on this one effects wise is the graphics on the screen on the bridge, right? Right. It would be cool to have updated model shots, even though those look cool. I don't think there's anything wrong with them, other than being you can tell that it's a model shot. But I would kind of like for them to have updated the the CGI for this story rather than Talon's, but both would have been great. Dan Johnson says I don't think it would be 13 because she isn't popular enough. Oh, sadly, but I hope they do at least one. At least one. Sir Meow's Let 89 says whose books I agree, but hopefully Series 11 because Series 12 I don't think is available everywhere in the world right now. That's true. That's true. We need time. Sir Meow's Let 89 says Dalek Invasion of Earth for sure. Boba Tennant says the Daleks. Oh, the Time Meddler. The War Machines. The Moon Base, nice. Tomb of the Cybermen, nice. Oh, the Seeds of Death. Inferno, nice. Oh, the Mind of Evil, okay. The Time Monster, the Three Doctors, and oh, the Time Meddler again. Banjo Kazooie 59 says for season one, I pick an Unearthly Child just for the historical significance. There are better stories in the season. Dalek Invasion of Earth for season two. Dalek's Master Plan for three. 10th Planet for season four. For season seven, I definitely pick Spearhead. Yeah, it's hard to pick between that and Inferno. Season six, The Seeds of Death, is my favorite story. Whose book says that's awesome. OJW says Banjo Kazooie 59. I'd be nervous to watch all of that, let alone Doctors 1 to 7. Whose book says season 26 Survival. OJW says, how about if you could only watch the first DVD of each era you got? Oh, wow. That's basically the Regenerations box set. End of part one. Keep going, guys. Keep going. Straight into the next ones. Boba Tennant says Robots, Seeds of Doom, Hand of Fear, Horror of Fang Rock, The Armageddon Factor, City of Death, Logopolis, Earthshock, Arc of Infinity, Caves of Enderzoni, Attack of the Cybermen, Trial, and Dragonfire. Sir Melzlot 89 says, I love Horror of Fang Rock. Boba Tennant says, Remembrance and Survival. Louise Price, hello, how are you? Ben and Polly says, I love 13. That's amazing. Good to see some 13 love. I love 13 as well. All right, I'm going to go for the pick through the 80s season. This one story from each season. Earthshock got to be for season 19. Ooh, let's say that the Five Doctors can exist as a special, and we don't have to put that in with season 20. In that case, I would do Modern Undead because it has the Brigadier, even though I haven't seen it in a long time, so I don't know if it's a good story. But the Brigadier's in it, so I gotta pick it. Frontios, but I love Frontios. I think I'd go Resurrection of the Daleks actually for 21. I would pick that over Caves. Oh gosh, I think so. At this moment, I would. Vengeance on Varos. Oh, but the two doctors. The two doctors. I would pick the two doctors for season 22. I love that story. It makes me happy. Okay, Vengeance is great, but it doesn't make me happy the way the two doctors does. Oh gosh, Mysterious Planet, Mind Warp, Terror of the Vervoids, The Ultimate Foe. I think I would do Mind Warp for just because The Ultimate Foe, as cool as that is, and it's the last Sixth Doctor story. It's only two parts. Oh, this is the part where the Doctor gets buried. Oh my gosh. Always carry an emergency straw with you. Then season 24. Oh, how do I pick Paradise Towers? Gotta go with that. And then, oh, the Happiness Patrol or Remembrance. How could I leave Happiness Patrol behind? Oh gosh, I'm gonna do that. Oh gosh, yeah. And Battlefield. Battlefield for 26. Hands down. Now, here's the thing with this challenge. You got to think: is this like for posterity for all of Doctor Who fans will only have these episodes to watch, or is it my own personal if only I had to watch it? Because then that changes that changes the equation. I was never such a fan of the chase. Banjo Kazooie 59 says, I love the mechanoids and Steven, but the amusement park and stuff was a bit boring. I haven't. I'll be honest. I haven't seen it in a long time. But the last time I saw it, I bawled my eyes out. So I love it. I meant the Time Warrior for season 11. I get you, Boba Tennant. I get you now. Whose book? Season 15 is The Invasion of Time. My favorite story from that season. It's a good story. I it keeps it. You think you know what's going on, but then you don't, and I really love it. I really love it, but not as much as horror or the Sunmakers. Sir Meow's Let 89. Fun fact, OJW says, a rewatch of the horror Fang Rock is the story that was interrupted with a Max Headroom incident in the 1980s. Oh, yeah. Banjo Kazooie 59 says, sadly, I'll be stuck watching The Invisible Enemy for my Tom Baker. Oh, okay. Sir Meowslight89 says, I love 13. I have rewatched Series 11 3 times, and it gets better every time I watch it. That's great. I've seen The Woman Who Fell to Earth 13 times, and I think that's what makes me hesitate to start a Series 11 marathon, because it'd be 14 times. I love this set that they've come up with for the ship, by the way. I feel like I should talk about this episode a little bit during this stream. Oh, my Dinosaur says, mine would be the Daleks, Dalek Invasion of Earth, the Myth Makers. Ooh, yeah, oh yeah, that's a good one. I've heard that it's a good one. Power of the Daleks, the Abominable Snowmen, the War Games, Inferno, the Demons, Day of the Daleks, Green Death. Good picks there, good picks there. Oh, my Dinosaur says the Time Warrior, then Genesis, Pyramids of Mars, Talons, Horror of Famrock, yes. Ribos Operation, nice. City of Death, good. Full Circle, ooh. Earthshock, the Five Doctors for 20. I'd say you can pick an extra one for 20, because everybody will just pick the Five Doctors. Sir Meowsall at 89 will be very sad if you don't pick the Happiness Patrol Banjo Kazoo 59. I did. Oh My Dinosaur says, then the Caves of Androzani, Vengeance of Varos, Mind Warp, Delta and the Bannerman, nice. Remembrance of the Daleks, Curse of Fenric. Boba Tennis says, my top 10 classic stories are 10th Planet, ironic, in 10th place. 9 is The Moon Base, The Tomb of the Cybermen, Time Monster, The Macro Terror. 5 is Carnival of Monsters, nice. Earthshock 4, City of Death 2, and The Three Doctors 1, nice. We've done rewatches for City of Death and The Three Doctors. Finally, someone who appreciates Fenric. Avengers Kazooie 59 says, it's my impression that many people love Fenric, but maybe that's changed. Or are we coming up to the infamous line? Sir Mouse89 says, I think the chat is broken for me. Of course I picked Happiness Patrol. Nice. Boba Tennis says number 1 is Robot. Oh, nice. OJW says, I struggle to start a 1 episode a day rewatch of all episodes. I've seen Rose over 100 times, maybe 200. That's a lot. Wow. You must know it by heart. Dan Jones says, I've been meaning for months to watch a few episodes that I didn't give the time to yet. I haven't seen episode 5 since 2018. Okay. Episode 5 of what? Louise Price says, what season of Doctor Who? A season of Doctor Who is basically a run of Doctor Who episodes between breaks. So you'd have generally you go. Let's see, I can give you the numbers. You had a run of say 8 Doctor Who stories. In the 60s, there were around 8 to 10 episodes a season, and then during the 70s, they were around 5 to 7 stories a season, and in between the seasons, they would take breaks. So a season is a group of stories in Doctor Who. I'm not one of Fenric's fans, Boba Tennant. Fenric isn't, my cup of tea. It isn't, and I'll obviously rewatch it when I get the season 26 Blu-ray. But I haven't. I didn't enjoy it as much. Banjo Kazooie 59 says it's boiling air in the UK about 20 degrees Celsius. OJW says right. I'm wearing long sleeves. Oh gosh, we got to cool down. It's not cool over here either. Let's see what is 20 degrees Celsius. Okay, 68 Fahrenheit. All right. Let's see what is the temperature. Yeah, it's let's see. Yeah, it's about 18.3 Celsius here. Sermialzad89 says D84 needs to be cosplayed more often. Yes! Yes! I so agree. Really does. It's a brilliant outfit. Brilliant design. Come on, Pool. You can figure this out. You can figure this out. Benjikazoo59 says, I have the windows open, short sleeves on, and drinking a cold lemonade. Good, you're prepared for a Candyman surprise encounter. He just slapped a bag of jelly babies out of the doctor's hand. How dare he? I love the doctor's outfit in this. On the sideband of the stream, you may be able to, just pointing out, because I'm that guy. Oh, you may be able to. Oh, wow. We'll fix that. You may be able to. Great, wonderful use of the English language there. When was the last time you all... All right, we're back. Okay. Are we back? For some reason, my laptop just died. Just died. That is worrying. Oh my gosh. Okay. Where are you guys at? Who did somebody keep watching? I need to resync up. Oh my gosh. I have no idea why my laptop just died. It was plugged in. Oh my gosh. Okay. I need to get tuned in. Where are you guys at? Dan Johnson, where are you at? Oh, my dinosaurs is 3615. Okay. 11 minutes into part 2. All right. All right. That makes sense. Okay, we're back. Huh. All right. We'll try again to edit the the sidebar there. I have no idea what happened. Poor laptop. All right. All right. Benjik59 says my TV's 4:3 mode is annoying because instead of black bars, it's like gray. Ooh. All right. Well, I'm 37 minutes and 24 seconds in. Trying to get synced up with all of you. Am I too far ahead? Oh. I have not actually fixed it. I thought I had fixed it. I thought I had fixed it. But I've made it worse. Why is it all of a sudden bigger? All right. I feel like the commander telling Toos to relax is. I feel like he's speaking directly to me. All right. There we go. We fixed it. We fixed it. We're okay. Patrick Sherwood says favorites for each season would be the Aztecs, the Time Meddler, the War Machines, the Moon Base. Nice! Some love for the Moon Base. Two of the Cybermen, the War Games. Nice, nice. Oh, the Aztecs is a good one. Boba Tennant says, I have a very basic challenge. What's your favorite and least favorite episode ever? For me, my favorite is Roba and least is Destiny. Well, it's simple as in you only have to answer with 2 episodes, but how do you pick? Oh my gosh. Oh, I think it would be City of Death for the classic series. Journey's End and the Stolen Earth for the new series. Least favorite for the new series. Oof. Love and Monsters, least favorite for the new series. Least favorite for the classic? Oof. Oh gosh. What's my least favorite classic series? Nothing comes to mind readily. I mean, Time Lash. Oh, I don't know. Give me some options for the worst classic series stories. Boba Tennant, OJW says fear her for worst and blink for best. Yeah, Stolen Earth, Journey's End for the new series, and Love and Monsters. That's best and worst. Patrick Sherwood says season 12 would be Revenge of the Cybermen, Terror of the Zygons for season 13. Nice. Season 14, Robots of Death. Nice. Season 15, The Sunmakers. All right. Season 16, The Robots Operation. And season 17, City of Death. Nice. I like your choices. Streaming out Slot 89 says Bo Tennant, The Happiness Patrol is the best ever of all of Doctor Who, and least favorite, no surprise, Fear Her. And Patrick Sherwood says season 18 would be Keeper Trock and Earthshock, Modern Undead, Warriors of the Deep, Mark of the Ronnie, Terror of the Vervoids. Nice. My least favorite classic story has to be The Web Planet. It's just so boring and nonsensical. I recently read the Web Planet novelization, and I really wanted to enjoy it, but I found it a hard one. It picked up finally towards the end, but there was a there was a plot with Ian where he goes out. He's like, against the doctor's advice, he's like, I'm gonna go look for Barbara, and the whole story he's just written as like angry and impatient and not able to be reasoned with. Um, and I don't remember that for the episode, but maybe that was dialed up for the novelization. Maybe that was in the episode. But he keeps getting into trouble. Still thinks he can just go off and be fine to find Barbara. So he goes off. He falls down a hole. Meets up with another Monoptera. Falls down a hole. They meet up with the underground people. Almost get killed, but then convince them to you know join them in their crusade. And then they dig and they dig and they dig, and there's this weapon that's given to Barbara, and they're like, "You got to shoot this at the sort of the belly of the beast, the underbelly. You can't shoot it just straight at the beast." And she just shoots it straight at the beast, and problem solved. And Ian, like in the journey with his grub friends, like several of them die. Like it's a hard journey. They almost all die at multiple points, and they dig up just in time to see Barbara take care of the situation. Essentially, there was no point in that whole plot. And so even though the last 2 chapters were, I would say, interesting enough, the first they just plodded along. And if the story didn't also have annoying 60s sci-fi high-pitched whistles that are just painful to listen to the whole time, that wouldn't be be so bad. But it does. So yeah, it's a shame because I do love the idea of the web planet, and they utilize some very interesting camera techniques. The Vaseline on the camera, just making it look otherworldly. So it has some stuff going for it. I don't mean to rant, but the just reading the Target novelization, I tried to enjoy it, but sadly I couldn't. Caleb just wanted to say hi. I can't say I got to go to get Dairy Cream with a friend. That sounds amazing. It's hot right now. Get some ice cream. That's amazing. Thank you so much for dropping by. Time in the Ronnie is pretty bad. Yeah. Well, yeah. I haven't seen that in a while, so yeah, you might be right there. Um, I think you could be right there. Yeah. Oh, my dad is sorry says I watch the war games all in one go, but I can't do Web Planet without a break. That's fair. That's fair. War games in one sitting. That's impressive. Dan Johnson says that would be a fun marathon to do. I think I've done that. I just can't stand The Wire. It's like, just stop saying that, OJW says. Caleb Smith, oh, my daddy's already says, bring us all an ice cream. Yes, please. Please. That would be a long trip for you. But just mail me some ice. Don't, no. Don't mail me some ice cream. That would not work. But I want some ice cream is the point. Use your vortex manipulator. Bring us all some ice cream. That would be great. Even though it's the most off-topic thing, since we're on the topic of ice cream, what are your favorite flavors? It's a hot day. We gotta think about it. For me, it's anything with peanut butter and chocolate. That it has to be that combo, peanut butter and chocolate. Any Reese's flavors, it would be great. Oh, my dad always says, is that what Dairy Queen is? Ice cream? Yes. They might do other things, but ice cream is their main thing. Might be their only thing. Sir Meows Let 89 says, I've not seen the Web Planet, but one day I will own it. Complete my collection. I can't wait. Just watched the Gunfighters a few days ago. I gave it a 4 out of 10 for the Gunfighters. That was not Hartnell's best. Sir Meows Let 89. I don't do the same thing I did, where the Web Planet is the last DVD that you need to get. Uh, it's not a super rewarding way to end your collection, but you know, you could do that if you just wanted to commiserate with me about having that be the last DVD you needed to collect. Oh, my dinosaur says, the thing that I struggle with watching the Web Planet is the Vaseline smeared over the lens of the camera. It makes me feel nauseous watching it. That's extra fun. Boba Tennant says, okay, I'll make it easier. Favorite story for each Doctor. Uh, Boba Tennant says, 10th planet for the first Doctor, second Doctor is moon base, 3 Doctors for the third Doctor / the Time Monster. 4 is robot, 5 is Earth Shock, Attack the Cybermen for the sixth Doctor, 7 is survival, 8 is Night of the Doctor. Let's see. Okay. For each Doctor, as if that, I mean, it technically does make it easier, but you're still making pick one. Oh, for each Doctor, that's tough. Oh gosh, am I saying the Dalek invasion of Earth for the first Doctor? I think so, off the top of my head. Um, Second Doctor, gotta be, oof, the War Games. 3 Doctors for the no, 3 Doctors for the third Doctor. City of Death for the fourth. Earthshock for the fifth. Um, it's a gift. Vengeance for the sixth Doctor. Although my personal favorite would probably be 2 Doctors. Though Attack is good too. And then, for the seventh Doctor, how do you pick? How do you pick? The Battlefield. Battlefield. I'm sorry, Sir Meowslet 89, but I would pick Battlefield over Happiness Patrol. I wouldn't do it happily, but I would do it. End of part 2, right? Are we on the end of part 2? OJW says, I really want an episode to be based in Laughlin Fairfax, go, or whatever, however you pronounce that. It's definitely not how I just did it in Wales, because I bet Jody could say it as well. That would be great. That would be great. Banjo Kazooie says, my favorite flavor of ice cream is Marshfield Farm Chocoholic Heaven. I doubt any of you will have heard of it because it's quite local and it is very good chocolate ice cream with chocolate chips in it. That sounds amazing. Paul Devine says, I love monkey blood on my ice cream. What is that? Pear Crazy 123 says it's a tie between chocolate fudge brownie and mint chocolate chip. Sir Mails 89 says, haha, now I can't decide. It maybe should be the last one so I can get to you share your experience. You just made me laugh out loud. Oh, I'm glad. I'm glad. Tom's performance in the story is really superb. Season 14 is generally really him at the height of his Doctor. He's brilliant. Oh my gosh. Happiness will prevail. Some Real's Lot 89 says Battlefield is my favorite ever Seventh Doctor story. Patrick Sherwood, you have excellent taste, and I'm saying that entirely because I agree with you. His first three seasons are brilliant. He goes a bit off the rails after horror. I think for me, I love 12 to 16. For me, it's after City of Death where his era sort of goes downhill and doesn't really pick up again for me until Logopolis, Keeper Traken, around about that time. I've never liked Underworld, Patrick Sherwood says. Oh yeah, they just suffered so much in effects there, as well as maybe story, but that's what I remember. Boba Tennant says for the new series, for the Ninth Doctor, The Parting of the Ways. Oof, I think I would go for Dalek for the Ninth Doctor. 10, The Impossible Planet, The Same Pit, It's the Stolen Earth, Journey's End. 11 would be for Boba Tennant is Impossible Astronaut, Day of the Moon. 12, Heaven Sent, or World Enough in Time. And 13 is Kerblam. For 13, I would do Fugitive of the Jadoon. For 12, I would do World Enough in Time, The Doctor Falls. For 11, it's Vincent and the Doctor, hands down. That's probably the best new series. Oh, no, Stolen Earth, Journey's End. As if I had to pick like one episode of the new series to survive, to quint to show people what Doctor Who is all about, I would do Vincent and the Doctor. Because and the reason I wouldn't do Stolen Earth and Journey's End is because if only those things survive, you wouldn't know who those characters were, so it wouldn't have nearly as much meaning for you. It would still be amazing, but I think Vincent is just such a great episode to convince people to get into Doctor Who. Paul Devine says it's red ice cream sauce. That sounds amazing. Sylvester McCoy's first three seasons were all brilliant. After that, it went downhill. Banjo Kazooie 59 says it did. It did. Which classic story would you pick for a remake? Oof. For a remake? You mean like, what do you mean by remake? I tribe as the saying, if you're bleeding, look for a man with scars. That's not bad. That's not bad stuff. Sir Meow's Lot 89 says, as awesome as it could have been to have the Ninth Doctor and more than one series, I think this series is the perfect Doctor Who series. To show the audience everything, including regeneration. Yeah, yeah. I think I think for me series 4 is the best season. If I had to do a top 3, it'd be series 4, 1, and 5, I think. I would pick Underworld so we could see if we hate it just for the effects. Oh, Boba Tennant says they could never remake the classic stories as well as they were originally done. Well, I mean, here's the thing with the remake: you've got to define what's better. You know, like they could do it with better effects. You know, and I think the production teams would have definitely loved to have made Underworld with the green screen that you can do now. Um, and you know, it's a remake. You're never gonna beat the original because of nostalgia, but that's not the point of a remake. I think it's to reimagine a story in a new light. I would love to see this story remade. Um, they should remake Silver Nemesis. I think they should remake any of the lost stories. Remake them, you know. Underworld is very badly paced. Oh my dinosaur says it's been a while, but that's not surprising to hear. Episode 1 is exciting. Oh my dinosaur says, well, that's cool. Boba 10 and Sir Meow of the Lot 89 are vibing, commenting the same thing at the same time. 2 to 4, nothing happens. Oh my dinosaur says, oh gosh, oh no. Oh, about season 15, it's hit or miss for me because with season 15, I either absolutely love them or they're just sort of forgettable for me. Like, let's see, season 15. I want to make sure I get everything. Horror Fang Rock, absolutely adore it. The Sunmakers, I absolutely love it. The Invasion of Time would probably be my I had to pick three for that season. But then Underworld, Image of the Fandal, and the Invisible Enemy. Even though the Invisible Enemy I think has some stuff to merit it, they're not as. It's weird that like some of them really hit me and I absolutely love them, and then some of them don't quite hit the mark as well. The animations are okay, David Enke says, but I would prefer better styling. Yeah, yeah. I've talked with this with my brother. I don't know if anybody here in the comments knows about Studio Ghibli, but they do absolutely brilliant animation, and they've made so many movies and in just incredible style. And I want them to do the Daleks' Master Plan, recreate that story. And I would be fine if they added in segments, even added in different music and expanded upon it, as long as the original content was honored and in there enough. I mean, even so, I would say we have the audio. We know what it sounded like. I would give them creative license to go off script and make it into a proper, like, full length double movie. It's never going to happen because that would be so expensive and not really in their something that they do in their wheelhouse. But that would be amazing. Banjo Kazooie 59 says in the Space Museum, the first episode is great, then it goes downhill. It's just we love seeing William Hartnell inside that Dalek, but afterwards, yeah, I sort of remember that. Yeah, it goes downhill fast. Patrick Sherwood says the horns of Naiman. Ah, hipster Naiman. You gotta. I think I'm the only one who gets that reference right now, but and hipster Naiman, they're the best. The horns of Naiman is not great. Season 17 for me, even though it has the amazing City of Death, I'm not as much of a fan of it. Like Destiny of the Daleks isn't Davros's best story. I think it might be his worst. Poor Pool, no. I'm not a fan of The Creature from the Pit, Nightmare of Eden, Horns of Nimon. Obviously, Shada isn't fully made, but I loved reading the Shada novelization done by Gareth Roberts. Absolutely amazing. Sir Meowslot89 says, 3 Nimons, I have seen them too. Also, Pax lives, yes. Boba Tennant. The Museum be praised. Oh gosh. I'm so excited about Museum coming out. And I was so relieved. I didn't realize how nervous I was to see everybody's reaction until like today. It was just such a battle to get it out. And there was a problem with, there was a bug in the system where I think it was Thursday, the app logos just weren't showing for any newly created apps. And I was just they eventually did solve it, but that was such a panic. So there were so many technical difficulties that got in the way, but it's finally out, and I'm just so thrilled that people enjoyed it. Oh my gosh. How many 9 months have you seen today, Alex? I've seen 3. Patrick Stewart said, yes, I have seen 3. A trio of them came by selling Girl Scout cookies. Uh, Shada would have been interesting if it was complete. Been to the locations, Paul Devine says. That's amazing. Congrats. How was it? Was it a nice day when you went? Good weather for Doctor Who sightseeing? Banjo Kazooie 59 says the Invisible Enemy was the first Tom Baker DVD. I should have gone with something better instead of just picking the first thing I saw that I can't on the cover. Oh no, yes. City of Death was my first Tom Baker DVD, so I feel bad that I got such a good one and you got such a not ideal one. Oh, my Downisari says, I can't put my finger on what is about Destiny that doesn't work for me. Besides, the camera work looks great. I quite like the story, for I love the McFallons. I think it's just how cheap it looks. Yeah, I think the costuming lets it down. Banjo Kazooie is saying very kindly, we still need Alex's autograph. It would definitely upvalue any picture with it on, and I'm sure your handwriting is really good enough. I'll have to practice my signature, if only for Banjo Kazooie 59. It's amazing that anybody would want that to me. It really does seem amazing. Oh, wow. Sir Meowslet89 says, every episode we mention, I now want to watch, right? But I'm watching in order from Hartnell onwards. I have watched about 8 First Doctor stories these last 2 weeks. Congratulations, that's amazing. Stormy Household 89 says, I would totally let Alex P sign any of my DVDs, would only increase their worth. Oh my gosh. I I doubt that for the increase their worth, but oh, that's so sweet of you. I'm gonna have to start practicing my signature. If only for Stormy Household 89 and Banjo Kazooie 59. But what tennis is, how many items have you added to your collection today? Everything. I've added everything. I'm really bad with parodies. I love that Boba Ten is parodying the Sunmakers with the Whoseum. That just makes me so happy. Boundary 59 says if we keep chipping away at Alex's autograph, Diamond, yes, Diamond Wall, yeah. We will finally get to his autograph. I just, I don't want to, I don't think that, like, I don't want to come across as the person who's like, oh yeah, I'll just sign something because my autograph's worth anything. So I'm not really sure how to react. It's so sweet of you guys that you want that, and yeah, when gosh, you'll keep chipping away at me. Alex McDowell, hello, welcome. Tom Baker's so great in the story, right? Right? We were just talking about how 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. I love those seasons for me, all the way up till City of Death. I just love his stories. Anyone heard what the next collection Blu-ray box set will be yet? I think it's very likely to be season 20. Season 20, some rumors about season 2, and season 11. I would be very surprised if it wasn't one of those. But I, that original, does anybody remember the video I put out about my Blu-ray box set predictions? And they were all based around on, oh, well, this anniversary is happening this year. That would be good to have it that year. It was so wrong. It was wrong within the next announced release. Oh my gosh. Patrick Sherwood says, what is your favorite two-part story that is not in season 22? Mine is Black Orchid. Okay. Okay, right. So Black Orchid, season two-part episodes. Let's see. Failure is one of the basic freedoms. Congratulations. Wow. I need to remember that sometime. All right, favorite two-parter. It's not a season 22 episode. Let's see. All right. Are we classic series? Assuming we're talking. Let's see. Oh, I think Frontios. Frontios is an underrated story, but I think Resurrection of the Daleks for me. I think it's either that or Frontios. I really enjoy this entire experiment and the rescue. Um, for me, I think Black Orchid. I sort of overlook it. It's, oh, but Tennant says we will be locked in the convention dial for 4.5 billion years, punching the diamond wall. Then we will get these autographs. I'm so bad for these parodies. I do have my hopes for season 20, Dan Johnson said. Oh, yeah, I think yours made more sense. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. Patrick Stewart, I think I would also say Black Orchid, but I do love The Awakening. Dan Johnson, there's so much material. There's just so much material for season 20. Banjo Kazooie 59 says they were definitely filming behind the scenes features for that. Um, so I think that's a pretty good indication that that's coming up. Sir Meowsala says, the edge of destruction is in the running. It's not my favorite Hartnell story. Everyone is wearing those golden concertina pattern fabric outfits now, so people don't work out. Twist, right? Right. Patrick Sherwood, you gotta mentor me in these. You gotta prepare me for these Doctor Who quizzes. Like looking at what they bring up, it's like you gotta know every piece of music that's come up in Doctor Who. You gotta know so much. You gotta know like One of the questions is, what is the 840th episode of Doctor Who? So you got to know the episode numbers. You got to know who directed them, uh, actors who appeared, parents of actors who appeared in the episode. Just it's great. Some of the questions I know, and I'm really proud of that. And but every time I go away, going, man, I wish I knew more. I wish I knew more. So you got to put me, got to train me. Patrick Sherwood knows a lot. Boba Tennis says fans requesting for the new collection box set to be revealed. BBC says please do not throw requests at me. Right? Oh, I know it's not a Tom Baker. I'd be surprised if it was a third. Well, it could be season 11. It's not a sixth Doctor. It's not a seventh Doctor. It's not a fourth Doctor. I'm guessing. Assuming we can rule out first or second. I think it would be 3 or 5. Andrew Kazooie 59 says, I wouldn't be knowledgeable enough for the Doctor Who virtual pub quiz. I'll come back to it when I've finished all of classic Doctor Who. Well, the Who addicts are in the quiz, and they're just starting their journey. They're live streaming their journey into the classics. So don't let that stop you from trying to come. And lately, they've been putting people into teams, um, and that helps. But I think the more you know about the Doctor Who and the classic series, you definitely need to know that a lot of the questions are about classic Doctor Who. So you'll feel better if you have a deeper knowledge of classic Doctor Who. But um, I think yeah, I wish people could like jump in, and if they wanted to just watch or enjoy it, that they could. Who knows if that'll be something later on? But yeah, you definitely need to have seen. There are definitely a lot of classic Doctor Who questions for sure, but lots of new series ones too. You can't just be like a classic series nerd and succeed at this quiz. You've got to know the new series as well. I think the Fifth Doctor would be next on Blu-ray streaming as 89. I think you're right. I think you're right. Which would be lovely to have 18, 19, and 20. I wouldn't be. Let's see. I hope they have a plan for the releases for the next few years. Dan John says, I know, right? 20 makes sense. Patrick Sherwood says, I would not mind being your mentor if you want. Yeah, like, oh, just put me through my paces with trivia questions. Oh, every week. That would be great. Just do a trivia live stream where I just make a fool of myself. But learn. I've got to learn too. Yeah. I've watched like, a lot of classic Doctor Who, but not all Benjamin Kazooie 59. That's okay. They have an images round where they give you a screenshot of an episode or sometimes a promotional image and they're like, what episode is this from? And then some of them are easier and then some of them are like just a picture of a TARDIS police box sign and like the sign on the TARDIS. And it's like, how am I supposed to know where that's from? Come on. Patrick Sherwood says, I think it will be season 20 or 11. Yeah. I love this. What's that? Like a clamshell bed? Like crazy. Looks great. Boba Tennant says, I feel like that bed was from Genesis of the Daleks, that scene in the cave. Oh, yes. Yes. That's, yeah. Oh, boy. Going for a second to quadruple check that Amazon.es doesn't have season 14. Yeah, double check there. Banjo-Kazooie 59, Sir Meowslet 89 says, I've also not seen all of Classic Who, but I've seen most, maybe about 11 stories I haven't seen. First and third Doctor stories I haven't seen / I don't own. Have a look on Amazon Spain, that's where I got mine. Yeah, definitely check out Amazon Spain for season 14 Blu-ray box sets. You might be able to find something. It might still be in stock there. Some sales going on at the minute for Big Finish. If you could have any classic Doctor Who story that hasn't gotten a special edition release get a special edition release, what would you choose? Let's see. Tomorrow is Volcano Day. We'll be watching The Fires of Pompeii. That's going to be fun at 7 p.m. BST. That's 2 p.m. EST. And we'll find out what the next Lockdown Who event live stream will be. But then the next Saturday, the 23rd of May, we will be watching An Adventure in Space and Time at the same time, 7 p.m. BST and 2 p.m. EST. I want Battlefield to have a special edition. Happiness Patrol to have a special edition. Ghostlight probably. Oh, my dinosaur says great picture quality isn't on the DVD isn't great. Hopefully they'll fix that for the Blu-ray season release. Banjo-Kazooie 59 says I just checked Amazon Spain and France and none left. Oh no! Keep checking, keep checking. End of part 3, starting at part 4. I'd love to see more William Hartnell era special editions, right? Patrick Sherwood says the music round is hardest for me, but I'm trying to listen to a lot more music in the classic series, right? Right? They just play some music and you're like, I have never heard that before in Doctor Who at all. And yeah, I've we started out well, and my team's the Impressionists started out well, and I think we did fairly strong, like in the 45 points out of 55 points. So I'm happy with our performance. Middle of the road, we keep hitting middle of the road. I hope we can keep holding that ground, and maybe getting into top 3 would be great one of these times. But the music round, we did pretty well, I think, with the music round. We got that pretty well, but it was the Zygon round, the Zygon Invasion, Zygon Inversion, just oof. And then the Bill Potts round, we didn't do as well in either. Well, Sumi has a lot, of course, says Happiness Patrol Special Edition would be fine with me. Boba Tennis says Alex, the quality on the Blu-ray for Ghostlight is better. Oh, of course, yeah. Can you tell I'm tired? I stayed up till 3:30 working on the app. Oh, on the video about the app. Oh, my dinosaurs says I've not been getting the Blu-ray range. I don't have the Blu-ray player. We got to get you the season 12 box set so you at least have Genesis in that form, even if you can't watch it. And also Ghostlight. I like the doctors. Like it depends on which of it's gonna kill first. It's academic. Blu-ray players are cheap now, Benji, because 359 says, and the quality is much better. I don't know if Blu-ray what Blu-ray players are going for now, but I definitely think for the U.S. investing in a Blu-ray player and getting the Blu-ray sets so worth it. If especially if you haven't gotten any Doctor Who yet, if you're new to collecting. Ahmed Anazari says I have a Genesis on audio cassette despite not having a working cassette player anymore. Right? Boba Tennis says especially the season 19 set that looks beautiful. So Meow's Lot 89 says, I love how casual the doctor's like, well, it depends on who's it trying to kill first, right? Right? Oh no, cornered by robots. Oh gosh. Just block its eyes. Banjo Kazooie 59 says, I just checked the Amazon AU and they still have it. Is it similar to the UK set? More similar than the US sets, but they are different. They are different. I would look up an unboxing video of an Amazon AU set. It's not as good quality, but yeah, I definitely would advise you to make sure you know what you're getting into with those sets. It's not that they're terrible; they're perfectly fine, but they're just not as high quality compared to the UK sets. Dan Johnson says, I just use my Xbox to play Blu-rays. It works really well. That's awesome. The Sunmaker Special Edition would be great. Patrick Stewart says, right? Right? Sir Mouse 89 says, Dan J. Same, I'm watching on my Xbox right now. Oh, awesome. Louis Price says, and PS4. Please do not throw hands at me. That was the line. That was the line. Hashtag don't throw hands. Yes. Oh, I think the contents of the discs are on par. I haven't heard anything bad about the contents of what's on the AU sets, but it's just the packaging is different. Hey, John Fisher in the chat. Hello, everyone. Welcome. Say hi to John Fisher. We're watching the Robots of Death. Hi, John. Omadanosaurus says Boba Tennis is John. Hello. Welcome. Welcome. Oh my gosh. They look good on a shelf with the UK ones and Banjo Kazooie 59. They would look very different. Um, I again, I've only ever had one, which was the season 23, and I gave that away. So I don't think that it would match. How are you today? Oh, my dinosaur says yes, John. How are you doing? Hope you're keeping well and staying cool. JVCA says, how do you think current Doctor Who is hurting the classic Doctor Who canon? Oof. I was relieved that the Timeless Children Ascension of the Cybermen uh, made it sort of just change our idea of canon before the earlier stuff we know about the Doctor. So I liked that it didn't completely ruin that outright and say, change some stuff that we thought we knew about the first Doctor. So if you have to change the canon, which I wouldn't have wanted to try and do, I think that they did it as well as they could without changing the classic canon. So that's sort of my thoughts on it. Uh, not too bothered. Not too bothered. I wouldn't have done it myself. Wouldn't have gone there. But if you're gonna do it, it's cool. Banjo Kazooie 59 says in Australia nothing looks good on a shelf. No, nothing matches up. Oh my gosh. Louis Price says hi John. Patrick Truth says hey John Fisher. Paul Devine says looking forward to the Power of the Dog special edition. Right, right. Boba Tennant says in Josh Nair's video where he talks about if they are worth it, he shows the AU set. Nice, nice. Sir Meowslot 89 says, I'm okay with it, but for my own head canon, the Doctor's always been a reincarnation of the other. Timeless Child is kind of close enough-ish. The sets always have different spines to each other. Their sets in the Australia, yeah. Verbal Time says, I'm back. Welcome, welcome. Glad to have you back. We're on part 4, coming up on an hour and 19 minutes. Actually, halfway through an hour and 19 minutes in. We're halfway through the 19th minute of the second hour is what I meant to say there. we're more than 3/4 of the way through on the last episode. This is a pretty cool set. Boba Tennant says they don't actually show that it's the Doctor, so it's like a part of me thinks the Timeless Child is Omega. There was the script that was released for the episode. I believe, shows 3 Time Lords, Tectonian walking as one of the 3, and it says we can assume that these are Omega and Rassilon. So I don't think the Timeless Child is Omega. Louis Price says, John, are you in the UK or the USA? The answer is the USA. I have met John Fisher in person, which was amazing. In true John Fisher fashion, had a package for me in person. It was several DVDs. I believe it was the Tenet specials on DVD. I was glad I also had a gift for John Fisher. I just knew you would show up with a gift in hand, even though it was a surprise. It was just like I better not show up empty-handed, considering how much the John Fisher has gotten for me and continues to get for me. I got an email the other day saying that more stuff is on the way, and I was just like, "You're amazing, John. You're amazing." Got a message, and I got you the limited edition Light at the End. Was it? Or was it the... It was one of the Big Finish limited edition ones. I had it sent to you. Enjoyed today's video, Alex. John Fisher said, thank you so much. Thank you so much. I'm so glad. It was so much work to get it out. My gosh, it was up till 3:30. Straight getting the app ready. And so it felt like everything that could go wrong technology-wise, did go wrong. But I'm so glad it's out. Oh my dinosaur says the robot voice actors are great, right? Right? Five minutes. JVC says, with this change in the canon, is William Hartnell still the first Doctor, or do separate classic series from the current series? Yeah, you can call him the first Doctor. That doesn't have to change. We'll just come up with other names for the other Doctors. John Fisher says Alex's gift was the Legacy of Time Big Finish box set. I was shocked and happy. Well, I had to do something. I had to go big for the John Fisher. I wish I could have given you something in person, but it wouldn't have come in time. So I'm so glad. The Legacy of Time Big Finish box set, yes. Dan Johnson says, I love this story so much I keep forgetting to message the chat. That's okay, Dan. I love it too. I love it too. So no worries. That whole staying up till 3:30. I haven't done that in a while. Have not done that. Stayed up that late in a while. Sumiel's on 89 says he's still the first. I'm pretty sure Chid said he had a 5-year plan. I'm sure we will learn more and things will change from where we are to the end of Series 12. I would be. I don't think that. I think Jody will sadly only get a third series and follow in the fashion and footsteps of the 12th, 11th, and 10th Doctors who got 3 series over 4 years. And I would be surprised if Chibnall stayed on. I know Russell and Steven both had 2 doctors, but I it's I don't know if they would get a new showrunner for the 14th Doctor. Boba Tennis says I'm trying not to pay a lot of attention because I haven't watched it in 3.5 years and wanted to have my experience with it be a while. Oh yes, when it comes out on Blu-ray, but this is fun. I'm glad. I hope I'm not talking too much about the story. I think we've done it on the whole, have ignored it quite heavily. But it's got something like the 48 people who voted on Twitter. This was let's see how much the vote got. This was the overwhelming suggestion on Twitter. Let's look at the poll results. Yeah, Robots to Death was 41.3%. The Moon Base was 28.3%. Battlefield was 17.4%, and the Romans was 13%. 46 votes over 36 hours. Sir Meows 89 says, I think Jody will have 3 series, but I think Chibnall said he had a 5-year plan. Maybe I'm wrong or he bails. Is it a 5-series plan or a 5-year plan, though? Oh my dinosaur says we'll be well through year 4 by the time Jody's next series starts. Yeah, and I don't know how long he's been contracted for by the BBC. So he might have a plan, but I'm sure Colin Baker also had a plan before the BBC. Before Michael Grade axed Doctor Who. Not a perfect metaphor, but you get my point. I don't know if they'll want, I don't know if they'll want a clean slate with a 14th Doctor and a new showrunner by that point. But yeah, and I also don't think that that because he said that he has a 5-year plan that he's necessarily going to have 5 series or 5 years. Banjo Kazoo 59 says, "Do Big Finish post to the U.S.? I'm just wondering if they do because I've seen U.S. people order from Amazon, which is more expensive than the Big Finish website. I haven't looked into ordering Big Finish CDs because that was never my plan to collect them. I do believe that they ship to the U.S., but I think that would be expensive, which is why people might go for the Amazon route. Although I'm not sure. I know I'm going to watch it later this week as I continue to work through the season 14 of the new box set. Nice. Oh, that box set looks lovely. Oh, my dad. Oh, yeah. Do you think Jodie's third series will be short? No. I think it'll be 10 episodes. Which is relatively short for a new series one, but it's not short comparatively. Ooh. We need more robot stories in Doctor Who that aren't just Cybermen. Even though I love a good Cyberman story, but this was so well done and with robots. Cybermen aren't the only robots in the Doctor Who galaxy, I'm sure. Boba Ten says the fans need to stop complaining on how Doctor Who is ruined. They say they hate the show and it will never come back, but they said the same thing after Series 11, and they came back. I don't like them. Yeah, it's sad when you know if, I don't mind if you're frustrated with how the show is going, or if you're if it's just there's so many different ways that Doctor Who can be run. There are going to be times that you won't enjoy as much as others, but if you're just going to complain about the show and be negative and mean and just if once you get like just nasty, it's like nah, that's not how Doctor Who fans should act. You should act more like the amazing John Fisher, who's just shouting out, "Oh my Dinosauri's channel." Says she talks about Doctor Who and has skits. She's very talented. This is very true. I love your cosplays as well as your skits, and seeing Genesis Corner was amazing, amazing. So definitely check out Oh My Dinosauri. Subscribe. Oh, the I love your Doctor Who numbers series. Love it. Benj Kazooie 59 has been watching the VHS movie edit, so it just ended for you. Wow, that's a little bit shorter. Oh, but no themes. That's right. Thanks for the plug, John Fisher. My Dinosauri says it's been a little quiet on my channel of late. I should get back on that. Well, subscribe anyway, and then you'll be able to see what comes next. Somebody 89 says, well, Lieutenant, I agree, but for me, I'm still loving the show. Like I said, I've liked Series 11 more and more every time I rewatch it. That's awesome. Have you got the Genesis vinyl? Oh, I wish. Um, I don't generally collect the vinyls, even though, people sent them to me. I would be very, very happy, but I don't have a vinyl player, and I just feel like I would be, taking away from a lot of the vinyls are exclusive, so I feel like I'd be taking away from somebody who could actually play the vinyl. But if I saw some cheap enough on eBay, I'm sure I could get addicted to those at some point. I think it was TARDIS underscore monkey at TARDIS underscore monkey on Twitter has like pretty much every vinyl ever released. That collection looks lovely. Louise Price asking for Grandma Patterson to please come on. That would be fun. We did that once in a live stream, and Grandma made an appearance, and it was some fun camera trickery to make that happen. Um, Forget what, maybe it must have been for a subscriber live stream or something. Who do you think will be the next Doctor after Jodie? JVCA says if it's not Rowan Atkinson, I'm gonna be really sad. But I don't know for sure. I would love Olivia Colman in the role. Let's see who else. Oh, Sean Pertwee would be great. And lots of good options. Banjo Kazooie 59 says, I love collecting the vinyls. I'm the person who goes to Asda at 5 in the morning to get the limited Big Finish releases. Well done. That's what you got to do to keep up with them. Um, are we watching a second Doctor story next Saturday? Surmeowslot89 asks. We will be watching An Adventure in Space and Time next Saturday. That's Sacha Dhawan and Mark Gatiss are doing a watch along event of their own, and they'll be live tweeting. So that's what we'll be watching next Saturday. Oh, my dinosaur says I had to watch that live stream back like twice to work out how you swap grandma in. Right. Had some help with my brother and dad for that. We'll get to a second Doctor soon. Dan Johnson says, I don't have that, but I saw something about getting it somehow. Yeah, yeah. There was a tweet that Emily Cook said, I think it was a tweet by Emily Cook that said, you know, stay tuned for a way to watch it. Because I think they know that not everybody has it. Um, I happen to have it on, there's the Canadian exclusive An Adventure Space and Time DVD, and then there's the US Blu-ray, and I was sent the German Blu-ray as well. So I have it in three ways, but sadly, most people don't have it. So I think some platform, Amazon has been doing a lot of these episodes, providing them for free. So maybe there'll be a platform where you'll be able to watch it for free, which I think would be great. So Meows Lot 89 says, I don't own that. Is it on any special features for Blu-ray or DVD? If anybody owns, maybe I own it and haven't realized it yet. I know it's on the 50th anniversary box set. There's like UK release. I think that it's on that. But yeah, I think they're gonna reveal some way that you can watch it or rent it the day of or something. So a little mouse, Boba Tennant says, right? That's funny. I have it on BritBox, Banjo Kazooie 59 says, so you can get a free trial of BritBox, or maybe even get BritBox. Doctor 750. So young, so young. And there we go. The chart is dematerializing. End of the Robots of Death. One of my all-time favorite Tom Baker stories. We've done City of Death. We've done Robots of Death. We'll be doing The Fires of Pompeii tomorrow, and we will be doing An Adventure in Space and Time on Saturday, and whatever the next Lockdown Who event is, unless it happens on a Wednesday, when I'll be in the virtual Doctor Who pub quiz, then we will be doing live streams for those as well. Great story, great stream. That's been a lot of fun. Oh My Dinosaur says, yes, it has been. Thank you all for joining. JVCA, Oh My Dinosaur, Patrick Sherwood, Banjo Kazooie 59. Thank you to those who are moderating. Dan Johnson, Sir Meowslot 89. Boba Tennant, John Fisher, Louise Price. You guys are all amazing. Thank you so much for hanging out and watching this with me. Paul Devine. You guys are all the best. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you stay well, stay cool, stay safe. Keep growing your knowledge collection and connection. Download Whoseum, the new app for Doctor Who collectors. Check out the latest video. It'll show you how to download that app and tell you more about it. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you in tomorrow's stream for The Fires of Pompeii. That's at 7 p.m. BST, 2 p.m. EST. Keep growing your knowledge collection and connection, and I will see you in the next video or live stream. Bye!